Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the practice media conference for tomorrow's game versus the Seattle Krakens. I'm looking into 13 minutes and 50 seconds press conference of Greg Berube and the other players. So enjoy this practice media conference.
I mean, just looking back on that circumstance last night when you had to play without your mask, was there ever a point in time during that sequence where, like, you were going to let back, or did you know you had to continue playing? Like, did you understand what was happening in the moment?
Yeah, I kind of knew the rule going in. I think it's if there's an imminent scoring chance, they kind of continue to let play go. For me, it was kind of just compete, battle out there, and kind of a little bit of luck that he doesn't take a shot at my head. So,
do you think that rule should change?
I mean, yeah, I think so. You look at it, if a forward or defenseman gets hit in the face with an errant puck, they blow play immediately. So I don't see why it's any different for a goalie. I don't think we should wait around for a goalie to get hit in the head and have to deal with that. So hopefully it's something the league's looking at and something that we can fix.
Did you have any other goalies reach out to you after? It seems like something a lot of goalies should be concerned about, right?
No one in the league, but just some guys I've played with in the past. Dustin Tokarski reached out and whatnot. So it's just one of those things. I mean, it's. You obviously want more scoring, and you want to see more chances, but at the same time too, you have to look out for the safety of the players.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize.
A lot of games this week. Obviously, Austin getting practice off this today. What's your thought on load management and that rest versus staying in a rhythm?
Yeah. I mean, you look at we got a lot of games in a short amount of time here. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I think any time that the guys can get rest, I mean, myself included, having Dags out there is huge. I think any time that you can kind of just take the stress off your body, let those bumps and bruises heal, I think it's only going to help the team in the long run.
What's the conversation like? Is it the medical staff comes to you and says, hey, we think this practice, because I think you did get one practice off this season, or is it you saying hey, I feel like today maybe it's better to have a limited practice?
I think it's just an open line of communication between the player, the medical staff, and the coaching staff. I mean, Curtis does a great job, with the goalies to kind of let us, if we need a light skate, we'll go out with him. That's what I did earlier in the year. I just kind of hopped on with Curtis and did some drills on the side, and having Dags, like I said, is huge. Having him to be able to hop in there and still give the guys a quality goalie in there to face shots, kind of helps everyone.
What have the conversations been like between you and Caden ever since the game?
It's been good. Just kind of catching up a little bit. I mean, obviously two Jersey guys, so it was kind of easy to hit off right away. We were able just to talk about that a little bit, and just goalie stuff. He's a great guy, and it's continuing to get to know him. But so far everything's been great.
There's no North Jersey, South Jersey beef.
No, I'd like to think I'm kind of Central Jersey. I know some people say it doesn't exist, but I'm kind of in the middle, so I like to play both sides.
Does he call it Taylor ham or pork roll?
That's actually a good question. I hope it's pork roll. I call it pork roll, so I'm hoping that. But he's from South Jersey, so it might be Taylor ham.
What do you think of Max Scherzer's moment there with, I don't know if you saw it, Schneider and him. He didn't want to come out of the game. Do you ever had a moment like that with a coach where you wanted to go?
No, usually, hopefully you're not running into those moments as a goalie. You kind of never want the hook. It kind of means, something's not going your way that day. So, no, you got to applaud his tenacity and his compete and his battle to want to stay in there. And, I think there was, 2 outs in the fifth there, and he struck him out. So, kudos to him. I was a big fan of his when he was on the Mets. So, hopefully they can keep it rolling tonight.
He talks to himself a little bit. Do you talk to yourself during games?
No, not too really. I kind of just try to stay warm playing the puck, talking to the guys out there. I'm pretty loosey-goosey when I get to the bench. So, I usually talk to Caden or whatever goalie's there. So, I try to keep it light, but obviously there's that intensity in that battle that, sometimes you got to, yell at the guys or kind of get them fired up, So, it's just kind of, for me, kind of just see how the situation is.
And are you having to brace for physicality any more from opponents than in years past? Or do you just find is that the nature of being a bigger goalie in the league?
Yeah, I think that's kind of kind of what teams want to do. They want to crash the net. They want to take your eyes away. Obviously, if you can't see the puck, they have a better chance to score. So they're going to look to throw bodies in front. And the game's so fast now, and guys are so skilled that they're trying these plays and the cut moves. I mean, obviously last night you see Matt Rempig going wide, coming in, and as a goalie, you're kind of just bracing yourself as well as trying to track the puck. So, it's all about compete, it's all about battle, and it's just trying to stand your ground and gain your ice.
Did you think that goal that did end up counting against you last night could have been goalie interference? It felt like maybe it didn't get set after the stick came out of here.
I kind of talked to the ref a little bit about that. He said that he thought there was time for me to get set, and I think if I didn't have to pick up my stick, maybe if I just went straight out to the puck, maybe I would have had a better shot at it. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things like you guys were saying, the battle in front, and guys trying to get in front of me, and kudos to RD. RD have done a great job, I think, so far this year, keeping guys out of there. And if anyone does get close, they're sticking up for me, and and as a goalie, you appreciate that.
I guess take us back to Detroit Saturday night. Like, what are you feeling in that moment when you get banged up?
Yeah, it was just one of those things where you just kind of get caught in the right spot. I watched the replay. I mean, it wasn't really malicious. I know Benny that hit me. He just kind of caught me on the button there, and he kind of just shook me up a little bit. So I went back to the bench, and I was just kind of feeling it, upper body a little up here there. So it was just kind of like a precaution thing. I thought I might as well get some rest because I wasn't really feeling 100%. So I feel a lot better after a few days rest. So I think I'm good to go.
Craig had said that you were available yesterday, but he didn't play yet. That's, I think, the first time you've been in a healthy scratch. Like, how do you process that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it goes. I was happy that we got the win. So obviously, as a competitor, I want to be in the lineup every single night. But Chief was rolling with what he was rolling with, and we got the win in Nashville. So I'll never be upset with the coach's decision to just keep the lines rolling the way they are. So I was the biggest cheerleader last night, and I'm glad we got the win. So when my number's called, whether it's tomorrow or if the lineup doesn't change, then I'm just going to be ready to go for when my number's called.
What have you been seeing from Easton in his start?
He's been, he's getting more and more confident. He's making plays out there, and again, it's good to see it of a young kid. And remember, it feels like we've been in the season for a couple months now, but going back to training camp, he played well in the preseason games, and then when it's real speed, regular season, he's got the puck on his stick, and you can see that he's not afraid to make some plays, and he's taking chances out there, and that's what you want to see out of a young guy. So, he's been playing well. Hopefully, he keeps it going.
When you were cheerleading last night, what were you seeing from Anthony Stolarz?
Yeah, well, I got a clear view of his face when he dropped his mask there, and then I asked him today if there was bodies in front of him or if he would have ate that one, because if I'm getting that puck in the slot, I'm trying to shoot over the shoulders and stuff. So he's lucky he didn't wear one in the teeth. It might have made him look a little bit better looking, but no, he made a great kick save, and just the composure to be able to stay with it even without a mask. I mean, I don't know if I could do something like that when a guy, I think it was Miller too, pretty good shooter, standing in the slot with a puck like that. The composure to be able to kick a save out like that, and just kind of skate to the corner after nonchalant. Clearly wasn't too happy, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah. How would you describe his competitiveness, Anthony?
That's his whole kind of personality, is to compete, because how laid back he is, and he's not a guy that takes things super seriously. He's pretty laid back. He's a great teammate. And when he's in the crease, like he said, he's just like a big men's league game to him. But it takes competition and that compete in him to be able to stop the best players in the world on a nightly basis is just a testament to his character and his compete. So he just goes about his business and he plays to his abilities, and obviously we're reaping the benefits of that.
Austin getting a rest here, a well-deserved rest in practice. What have you seen from him in the way he started this season?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting looks, and he's got a few goals, and I think he could even have some more. And I think it's only a matter of time before some of those start going in even more. He's going to the net hard. He's playing with a few different guys. He's been playing with Cowboy a little bit, and I know that's not new for him. He's going to find his areas of the ice, and when he gets that puck in those dangerous spots, which is he's dangerous in a lot more areas than most guys. So I think if you do a good job getting him the puck, then the pucks are going to start going in. So he plays a lot of minutes, plays PK and PPs in all situations, 6-on-5, 5-on-6. So it's good that he gets these rest days like this.
What did you see from Callie in that?
Yeah, Callie's had a great start, and the boys are super happy for him because I think we all know his abilities in here, and sometimes he doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he's effective out there. He's in on the forecheck. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty. He's in the corners, with the guys on the fourth line, and he's got that scoring touch too that we've seen. So he's just got to keep going, keep playing the way he's playing, and again, it's good to have that depth scoring and that success that we've kind of had lately.
For Austin here today, how does that come together? Is it the medical staff? Is it him coming to you? Like, what goes into him getting a practice off?
Yeah, it's just me. It's managing him. Played a lot of minutes, a lot of games here, so that's all it is.
You can do that a bit more with him. Do you think maybe some other guys give him the Olympic year and condensed schedule and everything?
Well, it's going to get to that point. I think you got to. It's our job to manage everybody, players in and out, guys in and out too, and just trying to use everybody and get everybody involved. And at the same time, guys that play big minutes, I think you gotta, be careful.
How have you liked, or what have you seen from Austin this season as you look like his old self?
Yeah, a lot of it we saw last year. I think he's been pretty solid. Again, well, we're going to look at the goal scoring, right?
Yeah.
I look at the whole game. But, he is scoring. He's healthy, feels good. He's been a good player in all aspects of the game for me.
Do you feel like that line is just kind of trending up?
Well, it is. I think they were going good. I thought last game probably didn't create enough and do enough things last game, but not every game is going to be perfect, right? There's going to be games where things don't go exactly the way you want, but I've liked the line. I have.
When you have a young guy like Callan, how important is it to let him learn on the job?
You got to have patience, and it's again managing them and managing what's going on in the game, what I see from them, working with them also the next day about things that he can do better and things like that, and that's the coaching staff's job, and he understands it too. Like I said, he's a smart guy. He knows things that he could do better and things that he's done well. So again, it's just a lot of in-game managing and going from there.
What can he take away from last night? He said he felt like got away from it a bit at the start of the third. What do you want him to take from that last night's game?
Simplify. I think you're up 1-0 in a game, and understanding that you got to be more patient and take what's given to you, like in a game like that. It's a tight game. You don't want to give any freebies up. You don't want to make a bad puck play, especially in the neutral zone or out of your own zone. It's doing those simple things a lot of times and being patient, and then an opportunity might pop up 10 or 12 minutes down the period, right? So I think he pushed a little bit in the third period, a little bit too much, and tried some things that he knows. I talked to him today, and he'll see it too on video, and like I said, he's a smart kid. He understands.
get Steve back in tomorrow? Lawrence?
Yeah, good chance we'll get him back in tomorrow. Yeah.
What's unique about the way William's able to read the ice?
Oh, I mean, he's got vision, and he knows where people are. I mean, he's obviously his hockey IQ is very good, and here's a veteran guy that's been around a long time that understands the game, and he's played with that centerman a lot too, so he knows exactly where JT is, and he's got chemistry with JT, and I think that line's still forming some chemistry. They've done some good things, but I do believe they can be better than they are.
As a coach, do you like the fact that you can go to a guy like Willie and be clear with him, as you said you were earlier on in the week, in terms of what you need, and he just takes it to heart and keeps on taking it, and you don't have to worry about it?
Well, yeah, that's important. I think all players, you know, it's just constructive criticism. It's nothing more than that. And if you want to be a good player in this league, or any athlete, you know, you got to be able to handle constructive criticism and learn from it, and you know, take it and be better. That's the bottom line. That's what it's all about.
What do you like the most about Anthony's game last night? Like, obviously he's locked in. What do you?
Yeah, he's locked in. I just. For me, he's moving extremely well in the net. You know, obviously we gave up some odd man rushes where he had to go lateral pretty good, and you know, he's reading it well and he's getting over there. So he feels good about his game, and you know, I just love in tight. You know, there's a lot of traffic. I thought New York did a good job of shooting pucks from the top and having people around the net, and I thought he was real solid in that area, finding pucks and being net and taking the lower half of the net away. He did a good job.
Not sure if you caught the Jays highlights after your game last night, but there was a moment where John Schneider was coming out to talk to Max Scherzer, and Scherzer says, "I'm not coming out of the game." I'm just wondering, as a coach, have you had moments like that with guys where they're like, I'm not
sure.
going? Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy that's he's been around a long time, and you know, his personality, he's a gamer all day long. He wants the ball. He wants to get the job done. So, I mean, I think it's great. I love seeing that stuff.
How do you manage Anthony's workload with the schedule the way it is this year? Is it a conversation with him, or is it Curtis, a combination of all that?
All that. I think the goalie coach probably has the best insight on that, because he's constantly talking with his goalies and where they're at in the field they have, and their energy levels. So that's a big part of it. And you know, it's all communication between the three of us.